Hi, good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Srinu, okay. So, what I discussed last, okay, tell me. We create the house banks, right? Is it? We create the house bank, right? So next, so yesterday what I created? So I created one vendor master, right? And there I assign one GL account, 1,501. That is the reconciliation account, and I create the house banks. Yes, I create the document types KR, KZ, KA. For what? KR for only purchases. At the time of purchases, I use only KR. KZ I use only for payment purpose. In case I reverse the vendor, reversal means what? Suppose I cancel the payment for the vendor, again the vendor become reversed, right? So when I have to pay, vendor is will be credited. When I paid, vendor is debit. If I reverse, if I cancel the payment, again he will be credit, right? So that time KA document will be come. Okay. So these document types also I maintain. Then I create the house banks. So then I have to create the check lots. Check lots means whatever the house bank which is given, okay, whatever the checks you have physically in your hand, those check numbers you have to enter in SAP system. Suppose uh, physically your end user issued 1,00,001 check number to the vendor. That 1,00,001 check number should be updated in your system or not? Is it? So for this purpose, we have to maintain the check lots. Okay. So where I can maintain the check lots? So from SAP is access, because check lots whenever the end user will get from the his house banks, he has to create, right? So this is from SAP Easy Access. The transaction code is FCHI. Okay, FCHI. Okay, give the company code. N1 N16, right? And bank account ID which we created yesterday, right? Okay. We enter here, change, create lot number. So lot number means this is for system purpose. By having the lot numbers, we can able to maintain the checks. Okay. Just give any lot number. Maybe you can maintain 1, 2, 3, 4 sequence or 10, 20, 30 sequence or whatever. I'm just taking the 10 series, and whatever the checks you have physical manually with your hand. Okay. So that check numbers I am going to do here. Okay. So here, if I select the non-sequential checkbox, okay, I can issue any check. I can issue 1,10,000 first, 1,05,000, then 1,03,000. Okay, so if I deselect this, it becomes sequential. Sequential means I have to issue the checks sequentially, like 1,00,000, 1,01,000, 1,02,000, like that. Normally, we maintain check lots sequential manner. Okay, so let me select just for testing purpose. Let me show you how we can issue any check. If I select this non-sequential, I mean I can issue any check. Okay, let me select, but we have to maintain sequential manner only. Okay, I just wanted to show you how we can use that. Enter. Okay, save it. Okay, I create the check lots also. and I create the GLs, raw material GL like I created, and I create the vendor master also. Everything is done. Then let us do posting. F-43, where we can purchase the raw material from the vendor. F-43, where this is the transaction where we are using F-43, we are using in the accounts payable. Okay, this is a submodel accounts payable. This submodel only for vendor transaction. F-43, F-43, where we use only for vendor transaction, vendor purchases. So by default, you will get KR document type. I already maintained the number range for that, right? So KR document type. Give the document date, posting date, company code, currency. So what are the posting keys we have in case of GL? 40 for debit, 50 for credit, right? So in the same way, we have system defined posting keys only for vendor also. We have posting keys GL separately, for vendor separately, for customers separately. If I want to give vendor credit, 31 posting key. 25 debit of vendor. These are system defined, like we use 40, 50 debit credit, right? So here also we have system defined posting keys, 31 for credit of vendor, 25 debit of vendor. In case of customers also we have other transaction or posting keys, 01 for debit vendor, sorry, customer, 01 for customer, 15 for customer credit. That we see later. So what are the posting keys for credit and debit? 31 for credit of vendor, 25 debit of vendor. Okay. Now, so what is the entry when I purchase the raw material? Raw material is going to debit because you are getting raw material means your current assets getting increased, right? Whenever current assets getting increased means all current assets of assets which coming in is going to debit, right? So raw material is debit, vendor is credit, right? But first it is showing 31 posting key. By default, it shows the 31 means you have to give credit first vendor, then raw material debit. 31 first give the vendor credit. If you select the drop down list, it will show the vendors, whatever you created. I create the Reliance vendor, right? Yesterday I created Reliance, enter. So let me take, say, 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Purchase of raw material. Okay. Then raw material debit. Vendor credit, raw material debit. So what is the GL account I should give? Can anybody posting key? Raw material debit. Huh?
25.
20?
25.
No. This is not vendor credit. This is a GL account debit. How you can give vendor credit, raw material GL account? That is a GL account.
40.
40. I told that 25 is the for vendor debit. Here I already given credit of vendor, and now raw material is going to debit. Raw material is what? GL account. What is the GL account? Yesterday I created 2,120,000. When GL account is going to debit, vendor is going to credit. Can you see here? When I give the Reliance vendor, it is coming 1,501,000, right? Because this GL account I assigned in the vendor, right? So automatically it is going to update, right? Enter. So one debit of GL, credit of vendor. Okay, star profit center, star for what? To copy the amount from debit, profit center should update, and place to copy the text from the debit. Before save, document, simulate. What is the entry? Vendor credit, raw material debit. Or else raw material is debit. This is the GL account. This is the vendor master number. So this is the transaction where I posted F-43 in accounts payable. Save it. Okay, first, this is a transaction I posted in the accounts payable. Okay, first we'll see the vendor report. Okay. Okay, so now I am going to show you vendor report FBL1N. What is the transaction code? FBL1N. Okay, so give your vendor number. Here also you can see vendor. Okay, here you can see open item, cleared item, all items. So anytime you can come here, you can see by selecting open items, what are the payables items with him. If you want to see what are the items cleared, so all items also I can see that. Okay, so I have given the select open item. Let's see. This is our vendor. Obviously, he will be there. I just purchased some material from him. So vendor report is obviously updated. What is that? 1 lakh rupees under open item. Yes, 1 lakh. Okay. The F-43 transaction code I use in the accounts payable. Okay, your accounts payable. This is the FBL1N report is where? This is in accounts payable. This is the report we are seeing where in the accounts payable. Okay. Anyway, it is updating your vendor. These 1 lakh credit, whatever I have given, Reliance I have given vendor credit. So it should update my GL or not? Is it? Let's see. Ledger. Your accounts payable vendor report is updated, fine. Let's see. Ledger. GL model. Okay. FAGLB03. FAGLB03. Okay. Here, anyway, I have given directly there 2 lakhs 120. Right. So obviously it will update. There is no doubt 2 lakhs 120 is 1 lakh is debited. Okay, 1 lakh is debited. But here, when vendor credit there, accounts payable vendor is credit there. My question is, when vendor is credit in accounts payable, what is the GL should be update here in the GL model? Can anybody tell?
Cash or check. Cash or bank.
Somebody, anybody? Wrong.
Cash or bank.
What I'm asking, when vendor is credit there, I have given credit of vendor there or not? No. 1 lakh is credit there.
Yeah.
You want the GL should be debit credit here or not?
Yeah.
Which GL account should be credit here?
Bank account GL.
Did I pay anything cash for him? Till now I didn't pay cash. Wrong.
Raw material, ma'am.
Raw material is debited here. What is the entry I posted there in F-43? Vendor credit. Raw material is
Debit.
Reliance vendor credit.
Okay.
SBI GL, madam.
Till now I didn't pay any cash. Did I pay cash? What I'm asking, what you're telling? Did I pay cash? Why you're telling cash, credit, debit or what? I didn't pay any cash. I'm asking, What is the entry I posted in the accounts payable submodule? Vendor is credit, raw material is debit. Okay. When you give debit or credit in accounts payable, your GL should be updated or not? Yes, update. What first? Raw material is debit. Fine. Because I given 2,120,000 directly debit there in F-43, there is no doubt. Vendor number I have given credit. Where? In the F-43. Vendor number is credit. What is the GL account should be credit in the GL?
Reliance.
Hmm?
Reliance account.
GL account.
Creditors.
Yeah. What is that GL account number? Anusha? That GL account number?
Don't know.
1,05,001.
Yeah. So have to tell this much clue. I just show at the time of F-43 also. Simultaneously, when I give the Reliance vendor 1,05,001 is going to update simultaneously. I shown that account number also, can't even remember 1,05,001 GL account. Yes, since yesterday I'm telling that 1,05,001, 1,05,001 I'm assigning it to the vendor so that your GL is going to update. One lakh 501, right? That why? Because when I give credit, I want, so GL is going to credit here. When I debit him, this also debit, right or not? Is it? Anusha only told that. Of course, she can't able to remember that number, but she told creditors. Creditors GL account is going to credit here, right? So I don't know, Vishwanath, Srinu, why you're telling cash account, cash account? Did I pay cash for him now? No. Next, I can do that. Okay, F-43. So F-43 transaction code I am using in the accounts payable. I have given vendor credit there. When I give vendor credit, your GL account also automatically getting credit in the GL. That is the reason I assigned this 1,05,001. At least remember now 1,05,001 GL account. Okay. So if you don't remember, just tell me the creditor's GL account. Okay, fine. Next, what I am doing, I am going to pay amount F-48. F-48. This is also accounts payable transaction code. In accounts payable, I am going to pay him cash or check, whatever. Oh, sorry. F-54. F-54 payment. F-43. What I'm getting? 1 second.
53, ma'am, I guess.
53. F-43. 53. These are advances. Okay. F-43 for invoice. F-53 for payment. Payment comes, see, you can KZ document type is coming here, right? So now, okay. So here, what is the SBI bank account I created? This is the bank GL account, right? Is it? How much amount I'm going to pay? 1 lakh. Profit center. Who is joining there? Anybody is in waiting? Okay, so account, select vendor account. Okay, this is our Reliance vendor. So here, fine. So once I give the, okay, I have to write the text here. Okay, payment. So here, okay, in F-53, I'm going to make the payment. Then I give the vendor number, go for process open item. Okay, so here, this is the amount I entered 1 lakh, right? How much amount I entered 1 lakh. This is my invoice, which I have to payable. This amount I have to adjust to this line item, means double click. So that when it turns into blue color, okay, it is amount is assigned to this invoice. Now it becomes 0. Okay, save it. Now what is the entry do you expect when I payment?
Creditor's account debit to bank account.
Right, vendor is debit, right? So here you can see document display. Vendor is debit. I have given not any GL account, I have not given manually, right? Vendor is debit, right? So bank account is credit. Okay, F-53 account. This is the entry in FB03. Okay, so F-53 is where I made the payment. That is the part of accounts payable. First, let's see the status of vendor. FBL1N. FBL1N. Right? So this is a vendor number. If I give open item, it is there. Tell me, it is there under open item? No, because I paid the amount. It comes under cleared item. Okay, cleared item. Okay, now he is debit or credit when I made the payment. Tell me, debit or credit?
Debit.
Debit. Now he is debit here. Your GL also should be debit or not? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes. Where I can go? Transaction code FAG.
FBC03.
LB03. So which GL account should I give? This one only 1,501. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes. Execute. So now he is debited. Right? At the time of when I give credit, it is credit. When I made the payment, there he is debit. This is debit. So simultaneously vendor transaction is updating your GL or not? So yesterday I was telling whatever the transaction you are doing in the vendor, it should update your GL, right? So it's simultaneously getting update. Okay, fine. What is the clearing document number? You can see here. Clearing document number. What is the clearing document number?
1,05,000.
So now I'm going to issue the check for this clearing document number. Okay. So where I can issue the check? FCH5. FCH5. Suppose your end user written one check for the vendor, that check number also should update in your system. Okay, FCH5. This is called manual check creation. Manual means whatever the check your end user issued to the vendor, that check number we should update. Okay, so that payment document number means we just clear when I made the payment to the vendor, what was the document number it generated, that document number we have to give. Actually it is showing the by default now the latest one, otherwise you have to check from the, you have to see from the FBL1N vendor report. I just show you now. So in the vendor report, take that one and just give that number here. Okay, so 1,501. Okay, company code, physical year, house bank. Okay, so I created check lots 1 lakh to 1,100,000. So there I selected non-sequential. So I can issue any check. Let me show you. Suppose I want to issue 10 lakhs 10 check, 1,10,000 check. Okay, save it. What is the check I issued? 1,10,000. So now it is asking you. So this is your vendor. Okay, so vendor. It is this is the required entry. You have to give this his city name. Okay, save it. Okay, check has been created. Where I can see the check register. So your end user wants to see what are the checks issued, what he wants to see the check register. Yes, FCHN, FCHN. Company code. Okay, account ID, SBI account, execute. Okay, so 1,10,000 check number against this payment document number. How much amount? 1,00,000 rupees. Recipient means who is the vendor? Reliance. Okay, suppose your end user has given some encashment date on that. Encashment date means what? On that date, the the vendor can encash the amount from the bank. You want to update, suppose whatever your end user wrote on this check, encashment date on the check, that encashment date you want to update in the system. Yes, FCH6. FCH6. Okay, so for which check, this I already issued 1,10,000. For this check, I want to issue the, I want to update the encashment date. Enter. I'm going to give today's date only. Okay. Okay, save it. So today itself, you can encash the check. So just go for again check register FCHN. FCHN. Okay, fine. Where you can see encashment date. Suppose you want to delete this. You want to delete. Suppose you don't want he returned the encashment date, but due to some reason he just delete that encashment date. Okay, FCHG. FCHG. What is the check number? 1,10,000. Execute. I'm going to erase check encashment date data. Okay. Let's see. FCHN check register. Execute. It is automatically. Okay. So here FCH5 check register, writing check manual, FCH5 manual check creation, FCHN to see the check register, FCH6 check encashment date updation, right? FCHG cancellation of check encashment. And we have, suppose you want to cancel the unissued check. What is unissued check? Why I want to cancel? Suppose your end user writing some check. Okay, so it tone or something ink spell on that, whatever any reason, that is actually it is not available. That check is not available with him. So that check number when he is not available, so that check also should not be available in the system or not? Is it?
Yes.
right? So how you can cancel the unissued check? Unissued means he didn't issue that, but maybe due to reason, maybe it is stolen or it is while writing something happened or it torn, whatever it may be the reason. Okay, so that check number should not be available in the system also. Whatever it is not available physically, that is not available in the system itself, right? So FCH3 check number, okay, 1 lakh. Okay, let me take 1 lakh check number. This is, I did not issue this. That's what I'm telling, unissued check. Void reason code, reason you have to tell, reason you have to give for what reason you are going to cancel this. Okay, I'm going to cancel anything, any it is stolen or destroyed. Okay, let us destroy. Okay, void. So now onwards, that check is not available in the system. If the end user tried by mistake issue that check 1 lakh, it will not allow. Okay, so automatically FCHN is also updated. Right, 1 lakh check number, it is destroyed. Okay, so this is, please mute. This is the previous number. Okay, this is previous check number. This I issued this check. 1 lakh. Okay. This is what? Unissued check, issued check.
Unissued check.
Unissued.
Okay. Suppose this is what 1 lakh 10 is what?
Issued
Issued check.
Issued check. When I issued the check, so vendor is now in the cleared item, open item.
Cleared item.
Okay. Say, for example, I issue the 1 lakh 10 check to whom? To vendor. Right? And Vishwanath, I think, I don't know who is this. Please mute everybody. Okay. So here, I issued the check. He came under cleared item, but before he didn't encash the amount from the bank. What I'm telling? He didn't encash the amount from the bank. If he encashed the amount from the bank, I can't cancel this. Remember. So before he encashed the amount from the bank, suppose whatever the material he provided to you, it is not up to the mark. Okay, so you want to cancel the check. You want to cancel the issued check. So what you will do? Since he didn't encash the amount from the bank, so you can call to the bank and you can tell the bank stop the payment for the vendor. Okay, they can stop the payment for the vendor, so they didn't make the pay. They don't make the payment to the vendor. Yes. Again, in your books, N16 company code books, he will be where in the cleared item or open item? Tell me.
Cleared item
Until
only.
we didn't post any entry, he will be in
What?
cleared item.
What, Anusha? Tell me. Come again. Tell me, please.
Until we didn't post anything in our system, he will be in cleared item only.
No. What I'm telling, now he's came under cleared item. Now I want to cancel the check. And okay. So cancel means I can tell to the bank, stop the payment. Yes, they stop the payment. Okay. So when I stop the payment, he should be where in the cleared item, in the open item now, when I'm not going to make the payment.
Open item only.
Right. But he already came under cleared item. What I have to do? I have to
Reverse the payment.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I have to show him as the open item means I have to cancel this check. Cancellation of issued check. Before I show you, I shown that cancellation of unissued check. That is common. No entry paused in that. No, nothing is there. I just cancel the unissued check. But here, this is cancellation of issued check. When I cancel this 1,10,000 check, automatically the vendor comes as an open item. Let's see that. Before that, let me show you. What is the vendor report? FBL? FBL? Huh?
One N.
Very good, very good. FBL 1N, right? So now he's not there open item. Again, I'm showing he's not there open item. He's there under cleared item. Now is there cleared item. So when I select open item, he's not there. Okay, fine. Now when I cancel that issued check, automatically he comes as an open item. And before that, when you cancel the checks, any check, issued check, unissued check, you have to give the reason. For what reason? I just issue, when I cancel the issued check, when I cancel that, I just given the reason, this is destroyed or something, I have given the reason. So we can write our own reasons also. Okay? We can write our reasons. That reasons you can use while you are canceling the issued check or unissued check. Where the end user, he can write his own reasons, you know. FCHV, V for, okay, void reason. FCHV. New entries. Reason, this is the numbers, in alphabets it will not take, only numbers it will take. Okay, so only 2 digits, that is also okay. Whatever it is available in the system, I will take. Let me try. 88 is available. Okay, so stop payment for, this is the reason I can Reliance vendor, right? For which company code? N16. Okay, this is the reason I can use when I'm going to cancel the check. Okay, save it. Save your request. Okay, now this reason I can use. So now I'm going to cancel the issued check. FCH8, FCH3 for cancellation of
unissued checks.
issued check. Unissued. Now FCH8, cancellation of issued check. FCH8. Check number 1,10,000. Reason. Here I can, by default, so many reasons are there. I just created my own reason. Here you can select your own reason. 88. I want to stop the pay.
And this is for reversal reason.
Oh, sorry. Reversal reason means which period you are going to reverse. I have to give the reversal. I want to reversal this month itself. Here I have to give the reason code. Here I just created my reason, right? Yeah. Okay. So cancel the payment. Cancel the payment. It got cancelled. This is the reverse document, means this is the accountant document entry. Can we see the accountant document entry? 1,06,101 first. Where I can go? FB03 1,06,101. What is the entry? Vendor is again he is credit, bank is debit. Right now, let's see the FBL 1N. FBL 1N. Now, previous he was not there actually in the open income. Now again he comes at, because the entry got posted there, right? Vendor credit there, again vendor came as a open item, right? So yesterday you were asking, I am going to FB03. Now I will show you clearly. Suppose KR, if I give KR, if I give KR, what I can see there? Only purchases. Purchase related entries only I can see. Raw material is debit, vendor is credit. Okay. So if I give KZ means what? Tell me, Srinu, KZ for what?
Payment.
Payment. If I want to see the what are the payment documents, KZ I can go. Yes, right? KZ. Here I can see only payment transaction. Of course, I have posted only one. So here you can see vendor credit, sorry, vendor debit and SBI is correct. If I give KA, KA means
Reversal.
now I reverse him, no? That processed under KA. Now vendor is debit, sorry, credit, again SBI bank is
Debit.
so why KR, KZ, KA? To see the transactions separate, right?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So this is about making the payment. So what do you understand? Whatever the transaction I am doing in the accounts payable, simultaneously the transactions is updating your GL or not? Because of 1,05,101 GL account you are assigning into the vendor. If I don't assign that reconciliation of, that is the reason we call it a reconcile, right? Why you're calling that reconciliation account? We are reconcile the AP transaction with the GL through that GL account only, right? So 1,05,101 is the reconciliation. Okay. So next is special GL transaction. Okay, that we can discuss Monday. Okay, so not you can't if I take now you can't understand. And one more 1 second, and the Sunday, okay, on 40 minutes like that, I want to take any doubts. If you have, please message me to tomorrow. Whoever wants to join, message me there. Okay, I will take Sunday morning. I'll update the time. Okay, morning itself I'll take just half an hour like that. Whatever doubts you have, I'll clarify everything. Okay, understood? Okay,
Yes,
whoever wants to join, please update me tomorrow. Okay, okay, so I will update the time also. Okay, mostly Sunday morning I will take between 7:30 or whatever between that. Okay, so but whoever wants to join, please prepare any doubts. Please make a note. I'll clarify all of them. Okay, fine.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.